Young children really can and do learn to read. The Readingware Book Club helps young children learn to read at home, in preschools, and in child care settings. Join me for a quick tour of what the Readingware Book Club can do for your family and for your children. We're going to come right up here to the top of this screen and click on the Readingware Book Club. We have two new readers in our membership, Janie and Jimmy. They can't always keep their names straight just looking at the words, but they recognize their avatars, and that helps keep their records separate. We're going to come inside now as Janie. We'll just click right here. The first thing we see is Janie's home page, and from here we're going to go to the library, but I'd like to just point out that on the bottom there's access to a set of tutorials. New members will want to spend some time here learning in more detail how each part of the club works. What we're going to do is come up here and click on the library and go on inside. Now Janie has a number of choices. She could come here and go back to the book that she last read. She could come down here and find the next book. She could come up to the bookshelf and look at any book that she wants to. She could come over here to the favorites, go to her favorite book. She could come over here to the history and find any of the books that she's read in the past. But she hasn't actually finished See Sam yet, so she's going to click here and go to that book. Now we're ready to read the book that Janie was last reading, See Sam. When Janie was last here, she set a bookmark right here for the page that she wanted to come back to. So now we'll come over to this side, click on the open bookmark, and go to that page. There's several different ways now that we can play this page, and we'll come down here and we'll click on this play button.
I am Sam. I am Sam.
Notice that the text highlights synchronized to the voice, and it highlights in phrases or sentences going from left to right, reinforcing the idea that text operates from left to right.
I am Sam. I am Sam.
Every time we play the page, something on the page is going to color. This is the way that Readingware is most like the way that we read every day with our children, but there's some other things that Readingware can do that we don't usually do. And now we'll come and put the cursor over a word. We're down in the lower side of it here, and we have the little audio icon, and we'll click.
Sam.
Now we're getting the word sounded out, character by character, sound by sound. And it's the association between letters and sounds that children most need to learn at this time. But we can also come up to the other side of the word. Now the icon turns to a pencil, and we'll click here.
Sam. Capital S A M. Sam.
In this mode, children learn letter names, and they learn the shapes of the letters and how they're broken apart into each separate pencil stroke. At this age, children may or may not be learning to write, but breaking the letters apart helps them to discriminate each letter from the others. Also, children need to learn that letter names are not the same as the sounds associated with the letters. This brings the two constructs side by side. They need to learn to differentiate letter names and letter sounds. While we're inside this Readingware book, I want to show you one thing more that makes the books in the Readingware Book Club good fun, and that is the color chooser, or paint box. We'll click on the paint box and open here. From here we can choose any color. We'll click.
Orange, red.
We're going to hear the name of the color, And now, if we come down onto the page and click, we'll color the object that color. We can also come up here now to the icon that has the safe on it, and when we click on that, the book is going to be saved with our coloring in it, so that when we close this book, when we come back, our coloring will still be there. We'll close the book now. Now we're back in Janie's bookshelf in the Readingware Book Club library. Here she keeps all of the books she's already read and her colored versions of them, and from here she has access to all the rest of the books in the library, including new books as they become available. We're going to come back, however, to the book right after the book she just read. This is book 4, See Me, and we'll look over at this window. Here we get more information about this book. We find out what new words there are and new sounds that Janie hasn't encountered before, and also a bit about the book. We'll click on the play button here.
Matt the rat keeps shouting at Sam to look at him.
We'll just listen to the beginning of that. You can listen to all of it when you come back into this part of the book club. It's a good way for parents and others to find out what the book is about. Here, though, we want to look at just one more thing in the book club, and that's really just for fun. We're going to look at some games. We'll click here. Here we have jigsaw puzzles based on pages in the books. We mouse onto these pieces, slide them around, put them together. It's good fun to play with. We won't do all of it right now, but you can see how to come in here and do this. If you want to redo the puzzle, just click here on the Games button, and now you get more that you can come and look at. We're going to come over here now, and we're going to come outside the library. Thanks for joining us for this quick tour of the Readingware Book Club. Now we have one more button to click, and this is a very important one: Join the Club. From here you'll find out exactly how you can come and join us, and your family can learn to read with Sam and his friends.